So we go. I'm Mike Montgomery. We're here at Candyland Recording Studio in Dayton, Kentucky, a couple blocks down the street from Foleytronics. And this is the Rock Doc Hour. I'm Dr. Mike today. We're here to talk about this Publison Infernal machine that Peter and his crew have fixed up. And I'm gonna struggle through every parameter on it as I try to figure out how to use it, and we will send some different sources to it. All right, let's turn this on.
Turn it on. You want to do the honors?
Yeah, let's press this button here. Hello, I am the Infernal Machine. Thank you for working with me. All right, it's booting up. 1987.
There we go. I think we're ready.
To go on, hit the plus key. Is this plus key?
Yeah. You want to do reverb, you said?
Yeah, let's start. Was that 7?
Yes, so type in 07.
7.
Then enter.
Enter.
There we go.
Parameters.
There you go. So now we can scroll through them. And also, I will say, we have, like, we're using the top channel right now.
Okay. Let's talk about that real quick. So the physical inputs and outputs on it, if anybody wants to know, John Hoffman got here before I did and set everything up for me like a wizard. So it's got 2 inputs and then 4 outputs, and Peter will tell us how those can actually be configured. I don't know if it's 4 monos or 2 stereos.
I don't have a lav mic. So there's 2 channels. Each channel is mono input and stereo output.
So let's send a snare drum to it. Alrighty, so concert hall, let's say for a drum, I would, for this song, I would probably want something that was, 1 to 1.5 seconds of a tail or something.
What is the song, by the way?
Oh, this is the R-Ring song called Likeable.
Likeable,
I wanted to pick something where no one would be mad if their voice was on the internet or...
Yeah.
Because I didn't ask anybody in advance.
Well,
so.
My voice is going to be on the internet and I'm mad.
But yeah, okay.
I'm just kidding, I'm not really mad. Can we hear just like a few seconds of what the song sounds like without any of this Publison?
So these are just the raw tracks. This was like a tracking session.
Okay, and it was recorded here?
Yeah.
Sounds really good. Okay,
so
cool.
do you want to send, just like right now, there's no effects. This is just raw tracks.
Okay.
I put just a plug-in compressor on each of the 3 vocals.
Okay.
Just so they wouldn't jump around wild if we were going to send them to this effect unit or something.
Sure,
I
yeah.
Might get a better idea of what the input to it would be like if I just kind of squeezed it a little bit.
Okay.
But the snare has nothing on it. So yeah, just curious what kind of reverbs we could get.
Yeah, let's just start with the one that defaulted, the Reverb 38.
So I'm going to solo the snare. We've got it on a pre-fade send here. And we're going to listen to returns A1 and A2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Okay. All right. This is just the wet.
Yep.
Okay. If I adjust my control room monitor volume, is that messing up your audio? Okay.
Okay.
That's cool. So I'll just blend.
Okay, so we could like scroll through the various reverbs. Oops.
I'll put a little of the dry in just to kind of hear the tail.
Yeah.
So that's like obviously longer than I would probably use for this song.
Right. Okay, so this is, bear with me everyone, because it doesn't make sense. Oh wait, here we go, parameters.
So we're just gonna find a shorter tail.
All right, so going through these, these are all really long tails. So these are different algorithms, and then we can edit the tail length and so forth. Once we choose one, there's, looks like 4 churches, cathedral.
So are the reverbs up here the big ones and 2B is like the shorter ones?
No, 2B is the same thing, it's just a separate channel. So you could have 2 different reverbs going. If you wanted like a completely different reverb sound for your vocal, you can use the same machine.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So I had an Sonic DP4 that was like that I used to use in the olden times. I had 2 of those.
Yeah.
Before I did computer recording or mixing.
Here's a nice short tail.
That's cool. So this is called the sound border. That's kind of cool. So listen to this if we stop the feed to it.
It just goes and goes.
Yeah, you and I were talking earlier. I could see using that to, like, let's say I sent like a vocal or something to it, where you could send something to it, but then just catch the tail. Might be cool to do. Let me make these pre-fade real quick. Pre-fade on you guys. I don't know what that is. Doesn't matter. And let me get rid of this. I don't want to send the snare to it anymore. I consider my... Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's very cool.
And then just, I could see bringing that back in as the input, recording just the tail, and then doing sound design with different sources and having like a bank of that, and then manipulating that further into other gear.
You can even like take that and send it through like a synth filter or something, open it up as the tail, you know, decays.
Yeah.
Anyway, a large room, but we wanted a shorter tail.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
cool.
small room.
I like that. That's kind of cool. That's cool.
Do you have
Yeah, I would find that very useful. It's almost like a tiny bit of slap. It's kind of got a pingy kind of sound, which is nice.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty realistic.
Yeah.
Too. Well, maybe we should go through the different parameters that we can edit.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Actually, before we do that, I want to hear some different small rooms.
Okay.
So yeah, you can just press play and they'll load. B.
That's cool.
Do you feel like you have anything like really prudent to say? You can say it like into this.
Oh, I may not be turning around very often.
Small room C. Okay, so then if we go to edits. Oops. Here we go. So now we can change the size. Huh. Oops, wait. How do I go back? Oh, do I just hit this? No. Whoop. Shoot. I'm not stupid, I swear. Okay, here we go. A little larger. What's 13 sound like?
That's got a little echo on it.
Yeah.
I think we might be into the delays or the echoes or something.
Kind of sounds like it. Okay, so we can. So here's the decay time.
You just plus and minus it, or do you have to type in a millisecond?
I think I have to. Oh, I can hit parameters, and then I can plus and minus it.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
1.1. I would probably be somewhere like that, and then I would just blend my wet and dry bit, you know.
Sounds cool.
Let's say, let me put it on the room mics too. Oh, there we go. So So I could see that being useful if I actually, press the right buttons and so you could hear it, of making your room mics a little bigger if you needed to with them. Or if I were mixing, I would probably just in that spot on that break, I would maybe just automate a send of the room mics to the reverb or something just to elongate them, lengthen them. So then at that moment, rather than just lengthening the snare reverb on the actual snare, it might be cooler to change the sound of the room mics a little bit just for that one little spot. But I guess that's about mixing and not really about this effect unit. But that is something we could do with this Publison. Let's maybe hear a delay on,
Let's hear a delay
on something.
Okay, so...
You want to try it with just snare drum?
Yeah, let's just try it with snare, just because it's what we know.
So this is something I would do all the time in a mix, is set up a stereo delay, but make the two sides different. You know, especially if it was like a vocal and kind of old school metal or hard rock or something, and maybe the left side would be 220 milliseconds and the right side would be 315 or something. Send the vocal to it so you're getting a real kind of you're getting some movement in there. Maybe we could do something like that. With
yeah, sure. So right now we have it set to 49 and 75. Which you want to try?
Just set the top one to like 220 and the bottom one to like 315 or something. I'm just making that up, and I'll put it back on a vocal so you can hear them.
Hold on, I need to check something. Is this thing really capable? 0.03 milliseconds of delay. That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Collapse all your friends.
Okay, so right now, obviously, we're hearing that the effects are super loud, so let me blend that down a little bit.
Always prone to cadence. Collapse all your friends. Thrashing legs and noodles. Collapsing your friends. Always prone to cadence. Collapse all your friends.
And then I would just dial in the time of it. Obviously, I feel like my right side's really long. Then I would just change for the tempo of the song to get something that's a little more appropriate.
Okay, so you want to like match it to the tempo.
Yeah, so if you did 357 and 230.
Collapse all your friends. Thrashing
And what is this called? This is tuneform.com, BPMs to delay time. It's the first time tracking plugin for music production.
That was a plug.
Oh wait, I
See
think.
exactly how long you're actually working with your DAW. Too much time is the answer.
Yes.
All right. It does sound cooler to have it actually in time.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What we have with this is we've got two delays set up, and John Hoffman, Dr. Rock Doc John, took us to a website to match BPMs to delay time. So we've got one side at 238, one side at 357 milliseconds. That's coming back into my session. Then I'm unassigning that, the real return of the unit from my stereo mix, but then I've created another bus just within the DAW that I'm sending. I just grabbed a stock Logic plug and just chroma verb. It's at 2.4. I just made a tail. So we've got a dry vocal going to this Publison unit, and then the delay coming back in. The delay is unassigned from the stereo mix, but then the delay inputs are then getting sent to a reverb. So we're getting a delay that has a spread and some variance in time, but further back into the mix, like layered behind the dry sound that I want, which is the vocal.
Always prone to cadence, collapse all your
So that's with nothing.
thrashing legs and newlands, collapsing your friend.
So, I mean, because really I probably wouldn't have these crazy effects going on this particular tune, but that would let us create this whole world and then just kind of bring it in.
That's cool. Yeah. I'm kind of curious if we could switch workflow here and put like a delay in Logic, and then we can send it to here and maybe fuck around with some of the reverbs on here.
Sending the delay.
So like put like
opposite of what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
The opposite of what we're doing.
All right, so I'm just taking all 4 of these vocals, sending them to this Logic delay, which is a stereo delay. We just matched the same milliseconds that we had on this Publison device. Want to unassign that delay from the mix, but we want to send it to the Publison. So that's going to be output 3 and 4, right?
So now we've got 2 stereo reverbs, each one with a different pre-delay.
Thrashing legs and newlands, collapsing your friends.
So let's see here.
Always prone to cadence, collapse all your friends. Collapsing your friends. Always prone.
Can we feed it back into itself?
Yes, we'd have to do it from here, but yeah. Whoa.
On here?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going
That's great.
This is it. This is the song.
Yeah. That's how Kelly's voice was.
Yeah. Put it on Spotify right now.
That's Laura singing. If I did that with Kelly, she might be mad. I have her muted right now. I just have me and Laura going right now. I'll send Kelly's into
Poke the
it.
bear, dude.
We want drama.
Yes.
Let's make it interesting.
Now that's everybody.
All right, let's hear it in the context of the mix.
It's a real Silence of the Lambs kind of vibe. I like it. Well, I mean, obviously we wouldn't spend the time right now to dial it in, but I could totally see dialing that in and on either your backing vocals or making a split of the lead and getting a double that was shifted down, or just the pitch shifted vocal fed in effect, or really limitless possibilities.
Yeah. You can also give it vibrato too.
Oh, let's hear that.
Shit. Complex sound. Are you?
I love it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I could see using that to get like that third up above you for a high harmony or something. I mean, not that crazy alien sound, but something cool. So that real high one, I could see kind of the same thing we did before, where we took that, but it wasn't in the mix.
Send it to a verb or something.
Yeah.
I like that it says like 4 human voice on the algorithm.
I know. I'm going to take off the feedback.
So there's the high one. I'll take them out of the main mix and just put them in the verb.
Yeah. That's actually cool.
Yeah, I feel like that would be easy to make it useful really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I think it's so stupid. Just kidding.
Would I buy it? That's another question.
Yeah, it's It's probably,
10 grand?
oh, I'd say probably 15 to 20, I would guess. It's a lot of dough.
But you know what? It's all relative. Maybe someone buys a car that, you know, is insane. I see some people in the car line when I go to pick my kid up, and I think I would never imagine driving in a Rolls Royce or something crazy or wild like that. But people spend their money on what they want. You know?
Mm-hmm.
What is the most like superfluous thing you would spend your money on?
In music?
And just in general, like what's the thing that you would be like spend a bunch of money on and not feel bad about it?
Maybe some guitars, you know, that I would think like, oh, it would be awesome to have like this whatever guitar, and someone else might think, are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so yeah. Or fuck anything, console, tape machine, any preamp, any microphone.
No, I mean, if I had an extra 40 grand laying around, I'd buy a U47.
Totally, I would, yeah, like I could agree with that. Well, I think we've just scratched the surface of what the box is capable of, and you're asking whether I would buy one. I probably couldn't afford one. And if I did have that money, I don't know if you were rolling or not before when John and I were talking, like what would I spend $10,000 or $15,000 on in the audio world? It probably would be more microphones or a preamp, or probably a good pair. I don't have a pair of Cole's ribbon mics. I don't have any Royers. I would probably feel like I should have those.
And on a spice level up to 6, what would you give the Publison?
It's pretty spicy as far as its cool factor. It would probably take me a long time. Like if I didn't have Peter sitting here working, like driving it, it would take me a long time to get through it. I don't find it super intuitive as far as getting through the parameters, but he's got a lot more time on it. I would really need a full day, the manual, and just really find my way around in it, I think.
So, I mean, given that, it's probably safe to say it's a better like mixing tool than like a tracking tool.
Well, unless I totally knew it, I wouldn't make a band wait for me to learn how to get around it. I feel like one of my jobs is to get a band going quickly. They do not like to see me plugging something in, or a lot of times they're saying, have you started charging yet? Or what times, you know what I mean? Things like that. Bands expect to just get in and get going. So if there was any learning curve for it on their schedule, I wouldn't want to have them experience that.
What are your thoughts on the French?
On the French?
Yeah, like France.
Because they made this.
Oh, I like France. Yeah. I feel silly if I go to Quebec or something and I can't speak French, or I go to France and my friends have to speak English because I know nothing. Or I go to the pharmacy and I, can't even get my way around. It just makes me realize how uneducated I am to go to another country and just assume that, of course, I can go anywhere I want because I speak English. It's like ridiculously arrogant. So, hey, this is Mike Montgomery. Thanks a lot for watching with us. This is the Rock Doc Hour, and we were putting the Publison Infernal machine through its paces. Peter from Foleytronics, thank you so much for helping me figure out some of the sounds this thing could make. I feel like we barely scratched the surface. John Hoffman, thanks for patching everything in. What else can I say about it? Seems like an amazing piece of gear. Apparently it's expensive and there aren't many of them. But if you have one, you're lucky. And if you have one that's broken, send it to Peter because he clearly knows how to keep them running. And if you want to record or mix, master music, I'm happy to do that with you, for you, anytime. It's called Candyland Recording Studio, Dayton, Kentucky.
Does it have a website or an Instagram? Or...
Everyone's got Google. You just, you know what I mean? You just talk into your phone and they'll find it. All right, thanks a lot.